Alright, now is the time for first real interaction. I want to click a piece and it shall lights up. Then I will click outside and it will go to normal. So we need to keep track of the cell or the piece that has been clicked. So we need to have that in the state. So our state is getting bigger. Because as I said, I want to keep the state from the view. State will be the source of truth to keep the state of the game. So here I would have a, let's say, state, and this state will include the board that we had, and like this. Also, it will keep the selected cell as well. It can be a cell with a R and C, row and column, or it can be a null. For now, let's say this is null. Now, before going further down the road, let's go here and, well, basically not here, but here. And we have used the board here, which is not valid anymore. Board is not part of the state, so let's fix that one before forgetting. Great, now everything is the same. Now, when I render the board, I need to check and see if the current square that is being drawn, is it selected or not. If it's selected, we need to have some kind of a class to have a shadow or something on that square. Now, let's move this to the very end, like here. Now, here, after that, we add the class of the square. We check to see if this is selected. When do we know that this cell is selected? When we have the state.selected, meaning that a cell is selected, and that selected cell is our current cell. So state.selected.r is the current R, and C is the current C. Okay, now, and I don't need this and here. So if no cell is selected, only by checking this we get null, and then this will be false, so we don't need to check the rest. Now, if this is selected, then we need to add the class to the SQ. So SQ.classList, then add the class of, let's say, selected. Okay, so let's go here and into the board, and this time let's say R is 3 and C is like 2, just for test. Now you can see that this one is selected, which is row 0, 1, 2, 3 and column 2, this one. Great. Now let's have some class for this one. And down here maybe saying that the square that is selected, let's say it has some background. Okay, and let's give it some highlight as well. So box shadow is going to be inside, and then maybe these values like this. Okay, but we also need to highlight this piece that is selected. So let's go here, then to the game. And when we render the piece down here, we can also check here to see if this is selected one. And then for this one have another class being added. And this is selected. here we can say p dot class list dot add, because we have already have the class name here, and then add the, let's say, active, and then back to the styles, and then down here for the piece that is active, let's say maybe move it a little bit up to say that this is like moved a little bit. So transform like translate on the y like minus maybe 3 pixels, and maybe a little bit bigger, so maybe like this much. Okay, now let me go to maybe like row 0 and column 1. There is a piece there. So yeah, so this is a little bit better now. Now finally, let me reset this to null, and then listen for the click on the squares. So down here, after everything is done on the board element, we would define a event listener to it. So add event listener, and then we listen on the click, and we want to call a function, and we want to know which square has been clicked. So let's say handle square click, and then pass on the R and C. This way, when we get to this, we know which square has been clicked. So down here we have a function which is this function, and in the beginning let's log the R and C to see if it's working properly. Let's go here and then click here. I have a mistake here. Yeah, this is not the board. We are listening to the specific square. So now it's 270110, and perfect. Okay, but instead of just logging, we can set the state here. So here we can say the piece is the state dot board at R and C. This is the piece that is going to be highlighted. If there is a piece there, that should be the selected one. So the state dot selected will be the R and C. If not, then the state dot selected will be null. So let's go down here, and then we need to render the board again because we have updated the state here. So when it's null, it's null, and we can select. Okay, the only other thing is that this -3 is very much, and they are kind of sticking to the border here. So let me go down here and say this is like maybe 1, and now this is much better.